trucking, it's almost like you're forced to make a decision. Do you want money or do you want more time? What it is, what it was, what it is, what it does. It's your boy Lean Trucker, back with another.
Why you sleeping on us? Why you sleeping on us? No cap, we gon' have to make them believe us. Yeah, wake up, yeah, wake up.
Man, I have never seen so much rain in Dallas my entire life. I'm born and raised here. Well, when I say my entire life, I'm more mean around the month of May and June. It's usually just like dry and hot. But anyway, welcome in. The first time, subscribe, like, share, comment down below on the videos. My channel is about trucking and fitness. I'm into both of them. I talk about both of them. Today I'm probably gonna have a little bit of both of them. This actual video is about how do I found the balance between working, being a truck driver, and life. You know what I mean? I'm not actually just talking about fitness. I'm actually talking about working, and life. And so I'm gonna give my experience personally. Then I'm also gonna talk about just an opinion. I'm also give my opinions on how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Look, see, I'm getting rained on. Look at this. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look, let me show you. Look at that. See that back? Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about right there. See, it's already. It's coming on down. It was pouring down earlier, but as you see, it's coming. And as always, as I like to do and say, thank you guys. Thank you for all of you that support my channel in any way, whether it's through the brand, any of that, whether it's through liking the video, subscribing, sharing, commenting, whatever you do, however you support, just watching. Appreciate that. So to the new subscribers, so what I like to do is I call a roll call where I put the newest and latest ones that I see down here at the bottom of the screen. Just gonna kind of roll across at the bottom. And yeah, thank you to where if you was interested in any one of my shirts, anything like that, you can find it at theleantrucker.com. That's THE leantrucker.com. Okay, let's go on and get into this video. All right, y'all. So check this out. Finding balance in the trucking industry and life, home life, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's why I mentioned I'm not really talking about fitness in this situation. I'm talking about just regular life and working. I'm gonna start out by saying there is no perfect balance. It doesn't exist. You have people who do regular jobs, regular 9 to 5s or different things like that, to where they have the same struggle. So we all kind of like in that same boat from that end. So on my end, the reason, again, I'm still searching for it. You're never going to find a perfect balance, but it's going to really come down to what's your goals in life, where you at today, where you're trying to be. Do you have kids? Do you have a significant other? Are you into the dating scene? Your finances, a lot goes into it. But on my end, my little quick background, just for those of you who don't know, I am a own operator, got my own authority, and I've been doing that now for about 5 years. But yeah, I started out just like everybody else. I went over the road, well, most of us. I went over the road for, didn't last long, maybe 6 months. It didn't take long for me to realize this life ain't for me. At that time, I had a 2-year-old and a freshly newborn, like literally. But I was over the road in training, my daughter was born. So freshly newborn, I realized that just wasn't for me. At that time, I was very young, I was 21. I hadn't really made much money before that, so being coming home and find a local job, the money, you know, locally, especially if you don't have any experience, is not that good. But for me, it was no different than the over the road experience. My money was the same, except at this time I'm off on weekends. But that balance right there was still very difficult, because at that time, being 21 years old, I had this balance of, okay, I need to be there for my kids, and then, you know, the mother of my children, you know, we trying to work that out. But then at the same time, I wanted to still hang with the homies, 21 years old, you know what I mean? So it's like you got that balance. Then I was also into playing the video games. I was very heavy, Madden, NBA 2K at that time. No, it was probably live. But anyway, the point is, I had other interests that I wanted to do. So find that balance between kids, relationship, homies, stuff you want to do on your own. It's a very difficult balance. As I fast forward, I do want to say this. This is what I mean, like, the reason I brought that story up is when I say a lot of it matters is where you trying to go with your life, where are you at and all that. So as I fast forward, well, back then, again, money was the same, so I wasn't making a financial decision. So you get to a point in life, that's why I say fast forward. So even now older, of course, I have to make some of the same decisions. Now I'm into the gym, as a lot of y'all know. So it's like I still want to make time for the gym. If, like I say, you're into the dating scene or if you got a significant other, you got to map that out. The kids, the same thing I just said a while ago, just that interest change, right? The reason why the money come into play is that, okay, so if in trucking, it's almost like you're forced to make a decision. Do you want money or do you want more time? It's almost like by getting more money, you get less time. Let me give y'all how I've learned to manage it. So how I've learned to manage it is I didn't give myself an option to go back over the road. I initially bought a day cab to say, I can't go over the road, I gotta make this work. So I'll lease that on with a company. That didn't work out. It worked out for some years, about 3 or 4 years. Then I went and got my own authority when the money dropped here. When I got my own authority, I said I'm gonna try to figure out a way to make this work. Now last year I did purchase my truck over there. I ain't gonna show, I'll show it later. I did purchase my truck over there, a sleeper. So gave me the ability to do an overnight run or something like that. But at the end of the day, I made a choice and a decision to money wasn't gonna be the end all be all, right? So money has never been there for me though. It's never been at the top of my list of priorities. It's always been like, I want to try to be comfortable. I want to try to better live, and what living is like to me, travel. So better have enough money to travel, when I want to travel, something like that. But other than that, never truly had aspirations of being rich. So because of that, I've never been one to really, truly, at all costs, I'm chasing the paper. So because of that, it's been easier, not easy, easier for me to balance everything that I'm trying to balance. Again, always searching for that perfect mix. Very aware it ain't gonna happen, but that's what has helped me find that balance. So now basically I come out, I try to stay local, I work, get off, go hit the gym. Sometimes I go to the gym before work, right? So you do that, and you try to, just do the other things you try to do, just squeeze them all in. You know what I mean? Then I'm off on weekends, and I'm off on holidays. Now, a lot of that has actually more to do with flatbed. If I didn't mention I'm doing flatbed because a lot of these places are not even open. They're not open on holidays, and a lot of them not even open on weekends. And the receiving times are very short window, like 7 to 4 for a lot of places. So it kind of controls, in a sense, your schedule. Even though we don't have a schedule, am I making sense? Still with it. Now, to sum that part up, for me, am I saying you have to be local to find balance? No. But what I am saying is, that's a choice that I made. I chose that I'm going to choose to do kind of the things I want to do, value these things more over money. I'm not judging you either way that you feel was more important. Some people want to hustle and grind for legacy. You know what I mean? They want to feel like they leaving their kids or someone or something behind. I respect all that. I was just saying, I told you I would tell you, I do what helps me. This part though is, the first part was my experience, where this part is more of just advice, because I've been asked. Just giving my opinion, okay? So take it just as it is, okay? Just my opinion. So my opinion is the best way to find balance if you're between trucking and home life is when you do decide to get home, okay? Everybody does it different. I know some people that go out for 3 weeks. They're still home like about 5 days. Some of them as bad as, I remember when I was over the road, it was 2 weeks. You stayed out, they only really gave you 2 days, okay? So all is different. This is what I say though. You definitely at that point, if you're not blessed enough to be like my man, Nevada Truck and Trails. He was fortunate enough to find his wife on the, you know, actually as a truck driver. It happened with a lot of us. And not only that was he fortunate enough to find that, but they actually worked together. They're both truck drivers. So I actually, Nevada, I haven't reached out to you, but I want to reach out to you, man. I think, well, I would love to do an interview with you. If you're interested, holler at me. But moving on. Yeah, if you're in a situation like him, you know, actually I would like to pick his brain, ask him how he kind of do that stuff as far as how it works for them. I'm assuming, you know, from obviously home life, that the vibe is pretty good. But getting back to this, I would say prioritize your home time. Okay, so when you're there, whatever that is that you want to do, maybe prioritize it and get it done. What that means is if you have a significant other, a husband or a wife, when you home, you ain't got time to go holler at the fellas. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, like that stuff I said when I was 21. Now you keep in contact with the homies on Facebook, Instagram, and anything else. You get home, you gotta prioritize that time with your lady or your husband. Or if you a person that you just kids, right? You gotta prioritize that time with your kids. Whatever it may be, that's my recommendation is you have to prioritize it, because if you don't, you're gonna get home, you're gonna try to do a little bit over here, a little bit over there, and then you're gonna feel like I didn't do anything. I didn't get much accomplished, I didn't do anything, and then you're gonna be out here back on this road, and the mental rut is feeling like, man, what can I do? How can I find this balance? So on and so on. Now, because I am just one man, one individual, I sincerely mean this. Please comment down below. I'm not just asking you to do this for any reason. I really want to know, just to help each other. That's why I'm making these videos, honestly. Just give a different perspective, help one another. Comment down below what you do or attempted to do, what your advice is as far as trying to find that balance, because we all are trying to find it. This don't matter, like I said, if you're local, because local guys have their own sets of problems, okay? You got commute to work. You have, for some people, you commute 30, 45 minutes to work, maybe an hour in traffic. You work in some jobs, you work in 12-hour shifts. Then you got another hour commute to get back to the house. That means that's 14 hours of your day gone out of 24 off the rip. You haven't stopped at the gym, you ain't stopped to buy groceries, whatever it may be. That's 14 of 24 gone. You still got sleep. We know realistically we don't get 10 hours of sleep. We may get best, really, a lot of most truckers I've known over these years, 6. If we can get 6, we're good. Okay, at least you with 4 hours, right? You ain't took a shower, you haven't eaten. That time is real short, so local guys don't have it, some don't have it as good as you may think they do, you know? So it's not just a local, well, yeah, if you're local, it's all figured out. No, it's a little deeper than that. And just like over the road, I actually have more time than a lot of local guys, like actually personal time. You know, especially if you, you know, doing runs where you're not going out like literally across the country. You may drive 8, 9 hours today and shut it down. Literally have more time to do something else than a local guy, okay? So anyway, yeah, comment down below just to help each other out. We're a community, right? Just tell everybody else what you're doing, what you advise. If you think I said something that's stupid, holla at your boy. I'm not tripping. Tell me, bro. I think that was pretty dumb. But if you think I said something that's pretty good and that you want to try, let me know that, man. It's all good. It's all good. All right, y'all. So today is one of them days where I decided to do an overnight run. Currently at the truck stop, as you all can see. I'm at actually at TA in New Braunfels, Texas, which is, for those of you who don't know, is in between Austin and San Antonio, Texas. So yeah, what you see me doing, I'm getting my walk in, right? Not just talking and trying to be active. Kind of been sitting a lot every day. There go my whip over there, that yellow stuff. So I set my little time. It feels great out here, by the way. And my intent is to walk around for roughly 45 minutes to an hour. You know, burn some good amount of calories at this nice little brisk pace. And after that, I'm gonna shower. I got food in the truck. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all that. I'll show y'all the food in the truck, and then I'm gonna close out the video. Stay with me. Stay encouraged, y'all. We can get this done. Stay active. Yeah, so it's now a little bit after 10 o'clock. Yeah, I did like a little roughly like 2 miles, a little bit over 2 miles, 40 some minutes. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, here go the meal on my nightcap. Some chicken Philly sweet potato fries and a Diet Coke. All right. For the handle this, I'm gonna get some rest. Keep it in mind. Stay on the grind, one day at a time. Salute.